Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really hope that everyone is having a beautiful and an amazing day. Let's see, it's Sunday, you guys, Sunday, December 4th. But of course, this is a timeless collective reading. So this is for all signs. This could be your story or someone that is close to you. All right, keep in mind, he could be a she could be a he. Only take the messages that resonate with you. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, I appreciate all of your love and your support. So you guys, we're just going to get into the reading. I want to just be transparent for a moment. I find myself doing this more often now. I'm starting to be a little bit more comfortable with it. But today for me, those of you who've been following me for a long time, last year, an ex of mine passed away on this day. Today makes a year. And interestingly enough, he was 34. I would say 34. And I don't know, today I found myself just stretching, and that situation for me was extremely karmic. You know, it very similar to many of the situations that you've seen come up in the collective. And I was sitting down and I was stretching because I feel like my back has been hurting so bad. And I know that comes from just stress and tension, perhaps, ascension, other things. But last night I went and bought some flowers, and I got white, red, and yellow. And I just feel the need to say that a lot of people right now, we should really be working on, you know, healing. Yellow is, of course, your solar plexus, and that's a lot as far as our self-worth and value, and that's like your life force energy. And with life comes a lot of lessons and comes a lot of wisdom. It comes with a lot of test, trials, and tribulations, and those things can really stop us from being creative when life seems to be beating you down. You know, red obviously is your base or your root chakra. You know, a lot of people are going through situations now where you're dealing with your own inner child issues. You're trying to heal family issues, you know, and then we have these karmic issues that take place in our life. Not to, you know, forget the ancestral and hereditary things that we carry as well. And some of us, you know, especially chosen beings, like, we just carry a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. It's, you know, it's sort of like, sometimes if you think about it, it's like you were just born tired. You were born worn out, you know, because you're carrying so much, because it's for you to stand 10 toes down and really try to make a lot happen for yourself and your family and your bloodline. And yeah, base chakra, embrace, see, healing those things. And I found myself today on the floor just stretching, and before I knew it, I was just crying out to God, and all I was doing was just saying thank you. Because, you know, there's a lot of people who have lost their battles. There's a lot of people who, you know, they're not here, and God does give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, but not everyone makes it. And this journey is certainly not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. It's difficult. Just being completely honest, you know, with some of the warfare, especially in times when I was totally unaware that, you know, people do black magic and, you know, voodoo and all these other things. Honestly, there's been some nights where I've just been sitting up and I honestly didn't know what was going to happen to me if I closed my eyes, you know. And I had to just learn how to fight back. And I just found myself today crying out to God, just saying thank you for every intuitive message, nudge, the discernment, the wisdom, the guidance. You know, you changing anything in your life, it can affect your one decision, you know, can affect everything. And it has been difficult, you know, it has for sure been difficult. But the heart chakra card here, and this is a new deck I'm using. I think it's called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. All of these things, you guys, I really do feel like for many of us, and I'm including myself today, it's coming to an end. A lot of people are receiving their karma, and don't forget about the good karma that you will receive. One thing about me, I always say I'm a faithful and humble servant. I don't care to do anything to be vindictive or vengeful towards any person. I just let the will of the Lord be done, but make sure that you're giving thanks to God, to your angels, your guides, and your ancestors, just for keeping you and for carrying you. Because it's been a lot. It's heartbreaking to me to really look over some of the things that have happened. As readers, we don't come on here and really talk about what's happening in our personal lives, but to see the things that have happened in my relationships, my friendships, and the nearly decade of isolation and just hardship, that I've had to go through, more so spiritually and emotionally. It has been a lot. And when you look at it, people on the outside, you carry it well, so they don't think that there's much wrong with you. But if they knew what you could feel, what you could see, and what you go through, and how it even affects our physical bodies, I don't know if it would change how people treated some of us, but just give thanks. That's all I can say is give thanks. Look, so we've had the crown chakra, the base chakra, and the heart chakra, and this card here is still here, which says embrace. And it's interesting, like I said, I just bought those flowers, and the white, is purity, but a lot of you really do, you need to, maybe tune up your chakras, go get a Reiki healing. Therapy is good for some, life coaching, but whatever may work for you, but really try and open yourself up. I've been trying to move my body around a little bit more, because with the energy lately, it has been so heavy. It's really taking a toll on my body. Yeah, it really is, because a part of it is ascension, and then a part of it is actual attacks. And I know I had some readings before where I was mentioning like hate crimes, and it feels like for the people who are chosen, who are divine, it's like a hate crime against us. If you think about a person, a hate crime, it's like being stoned. Like I feel my body just collapsing at times, and you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. So I don't want to get too emotional today, but I just want to share with you guys, like, some of you listen to my readings, you're like, oh, she's so wise, and I love your messages, but you guys, like, I can speak on these things. Some I've gone through, real life, and it's difficult. You have here control, number 8. I feel like I've talked about self-control and moderation, especially here in Sagittarius season. Clarity of belief, and believe and succeed in challenging times here with the number 5. Number 1 manifest, and number 6. 6 is out here twice. Yeah, there is balance being restored here so that you can actually rebuild. And I think a lot of people, you're awaiting results in a situation. It's like Spirit is telling you that it is time for you to rebuild, but it's difficult. Like I said, it's to constantly have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. When you are down in the trenches and you're trying to help yourself and you're trying to help other people, it's very hard, because what I'm saying in my mind right now, it's like you're in the trenches, and every time you're about to crawl out, you turn around and you help somebody else lace up their bootstraps. And it's like now a lot of us, we're wounded, and there's nobody helping. There's nobody coming to pull you out. The people that you helped and the people that came to hurt you and to harm you, they're so focused on having control, that they refuse to help you. And honestly, with those people who have experienced it, the energy harvesting and other things, it's our energy, it's our advice, it's our help that has actually helped other people to hurt us. And to still be, steadfast and strong, and to rise above that is difficult, but it's the it's the life that many of us chose. But the times are challenging. I think that, like I said, awaiting results. A lot of us are awaiting results. Wow, beautiful. It says healing begins, and all you have to do is just simply love at this time. I feel like a lot of us are going to have to learn how to get in the flow, to learn how to trust again. A lot of people who have been on this journey, like I spoke of isolation, you've been isolated for a really long time. For many different reasons, and it's difficult, it's hard, it's unfortunate at times. But then, can you really say it's unfortunate? Because you wouldn't have really learned the lessons that you learned had you not been in isolation. Elevation requires separation oftentimes, and it's like for us to receive, we have to give a lot, and it may seem like you've had to give way more than anything that you've received, but I do feel like the payoff and the reward is going to be well worth it. And I feel like a lot of us are about to have that new dawn, where a lot of things in your life are going to, for sure, just drastically change. A lot of us have been building things in the 5D, in the spirit realm. You've been building a life for yourself that's so beautiful, it's so just magnificent for you. You just haven't seen it manifest here yet. So I keep, and I've been saying this for like over a year, that a lot of your blessings, when they come, they're going to come to you very, very quickly. You're going to have relationships and partnerships that are going to move very quickly. You're going to have abundance that's going to come in the forms of just sudden windfall, because you've put in the work. So, this message today, I don't know, I feel a little bit emotional, but very controlled. Like, my emotions are very controlled. Like, I know how to detach, because I understand the importance of that now, to manifest and stay focused during challenging times, because we have to rebuild, you guys. Like, there's no other choice. We have to rebuild. We're responsible for creating like this new land, this new earth, this new way of being and living. So you have to trust that there is more on the other side of your struggle. Okay. So let's just see what's going on with the so you see how the card just flipped out, the Fool card. It is a new beginning here. And look, the Ten of Wands. I love how my cards just support what I'm saying. Clarify what I'm saying. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's been spiritual warfare. Okay. Especially for the divine feminines. A lot of you guys, people have come to you and they thought that they were always getting away with murder, and they're seeing now that there is no happiness, there is no joy, there is no peace or contentment without you. You don't get to go against the Empress, and I think a lot of your enemies now, they will be forced to walk away from you, okay? Because you're constantly walking away from things that don't serve you, so that you can go on to do things that are going to serve your higher self. You're going further into your journey, because now you have more clarity about who you are and what you want. Okay, the Ten of Wands is here, and the Ten of Cups. So of course, this is burdens being dropped here. I keep saying, it's like being on the brink of collapse, almost, because you're constantly pushing through. Every single time you push through, you're like, oh my goodness, I have to push through again, because there's always a person in the background that is kind of laughing at you, or trying to figure out, how much more can they put on you, and yet, you still are responsible for having this breakthrough. But I feel that many of you, whether you're male or female, in this divine feminine energy, there is an opportunity for you to have a breakthrough now, where you will be able to receive. You're going to receive a lot of the things that you've already given, the things that you've been building in the spirit realm. You're going to receive that back. There is going to be victory and success with happiness. I mean, these cards are very, very beautiful. And the Ten of Wands being here with the Fool is just saying you are taking a leap of faith. Okay. The one thing I will say, though, the underlying energy that I get here is there's still a fear around taking a leap of faith. You have to trust that God is going to catch you. You have to trust that, whatever friendships, relationships, or partnerships that enter your life, that they are going to be successful. The Six of Wands comes after the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands, we know, is chaos, it's conflict, it's jealousy, envy, competition, and so many other things. But a big part of your test now is, do you actually believe that you're going to be blessed? Do you still have the faith to keep moving? Do you have enough faith and enough strength for you to actually open your heart? Can you forgive those people who have trespassed against you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that's a very difficult thing to do, and that doesn't have anything to do with you, reconciling with people necessarily, but do you honestly know how to detach and walk away from what doesn't serve you? And I mean more so emotionally and energetically, because a lot of people, they physically walk away from things that they hold on to for forever. We even have these different entities that have been holding on to something that happened in the past life that are still haunting us now, today, in this lifetime. And a lot of you, this is stuff that you don't remember. But here, the world is here. This is saying that you're graduating, you're growing. Okay, you've evolved. You're receiving good news here. The Page of Pentacles. This Page of Pentacles to me represents some type of clarity. You are receiving something now that's tangible. So interesting, because right now I'm actually saying, how people put like the piece at the top of the Christmas tree, and that kind of represents like something is final, like that missing piece, you have it now. Okay, I don't know, I literally just saw a Christmas tree and somebody on a little stool putting that thing on the top of the Christmas tree so vividly. So, maybe for some of you, you can look forward to having a really, really nice Christmas. It's not about how many gifts are under the tree or any of that, but just really feeling at home, being at peace. Yeah, Queen of Cups, being in that energy of, look, in the Three of Cups, being able to celebrate, having peace, balance, and harmony. Y'all, I'm telling you, like, these cards are just falling out. And this is beautiful, because this is saying, like, behind the scenes, you have angels that are working for you. They want to make sure that you can celebrate and be celebrated. Okay. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, very mothering, nurturing, caring, kind, generous. You're going to be celebrated for who you've been. Even you being an earth angel, I think that for many of us, myself included, this journey has been full of pain and burdens. And it makes you sometimes look at it like, oh, this has to be a curse. You're finally going to see the blessing in so many of these lessons that you've had to go through. Okay. Something is being balanced out. Temperance is, of course, all about, I feel like, discipline, self-control, moderation, but especially patience. Patience. You've had to patiently learn and grow to understand your actual purpose. And I know it gets very, very frustrating to try to juggle everything. The Two of Pentacles is here. All right. You've had a lot of people backstabbing and betraying you, trying to play both sides. But the Empress here is still the Ace of Cups. You have love from the past coming back too as well. And look at this. The Emperor with the Empress. So some of you have a new love here, or it could be someone from the past. It could be someone from the past, or a new love from a past life. But something here is destined. It's very beautiful. I feel like many people, like, your reward, this fell on top of the manifest card. Of course, you've been manifesting a partner, not because you just want, a cute picture, but because for many of you, you've had to carry so many burdens alone that it's like now you need some type of help. Okay. And I feel like it's time now. You're moving on to peaceful, calmer waters. The Tower and the Wheel of Fortune is here. So this is the divine stepping in, and you're going to be wowed by this. I see the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. So again, like I said before, the Page of Pentacles is something that you figured out. And now the Knight is coming in on a horse. That Page of Pentacles, whatever that offer is, whatever you've been working on, whatever that missing piece is, it's actually in motion coming towards you. It's always been in motion in actuality. Like, it was always something that was due to come to you, but everything has to be in its rightful place for it to receive there. And a lot of you, it was simply you needed to heal. Going back to the chakras and me speaking earlier about the base chakra, the root chakra, and your solar plexus, there was some type of healing that needed to take place. For some of you, you're very, very interested in having this legacy, this family. You want a successful family because perhaps you didn't have that. The Page of Cups is here. You have a lot of toxicity here that has come from your own childhood, your own inner child issues, your own wounds and demons. Yeah, once again, the Sun, a child. This has a lot to do with childhood. If this isn't you, this is someone that you are possibly connecting with. You may have been raised around a lot of conflict and drama. There are certain things that you've seen that have conditioned you to always be in fight or flight mode. And I feel like for a lot of you, like I said before, it's like you were just born tired. You've been carrying your entire family, your bloodline on your back. You were born tired because you were the one that was chosen to heal all of this. You had to first go through the devil, as I always say. You had to literally go down to hell and light your own torch, battling Satan himself, just to come out and be purified. You had to purify yourself in hell's fire to come out and be able to actually do things for your ancestors, your bloodline, and to create a happy family here in this realm yourself. But this has meant that there was so much chaos and drama and warfare that you've had to go through. It has had you nearly on the brink of collapsing. Trust me, if nobody feels you, I feel you. Trust me, I feel you. You guys, I'm the only child. Like, I promise you. My friends, family, nobody knows half the stuff I go through. Everybody thinks that you're crazy, you're cuckoo, whatever, until they realize that, you know, the magic is working on everybody except you. You know, I mean, that's just kind of how it is. But I'm learning to look at the bright side of things, of understanding that that's a part of you reigning supreme. That's a part of you receiving the rewards and recognition. God is putting people in a position where everybody is going to have to not just know you, but respect you because of who you are. Here in this realm and in all of the other realms, there's things that you've done in several different timelines. Your consciousness and awareness is shifting things that dates back hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Okay, we have 3 10s out here. The 10s have been coming out like crazy. I think the reading yesterday, all 4 10s came out. These are total and complete endings that are happening. Ending to, you know, poverty, and ending to the family issues, things within your family, those secrets that everyone has been holding on to. You guys are clearing out demons and entities that have been in your family. But the thing about it is, for a lot of people, especially if your bloodline, you know, you have a lot of people just come from families where there's wizards and witches, warlocks, healers, shamans, and stuff like that. I'm going to be honest with you, because I've experienced it myself. You pretty much have to come face to face with the devil and all kind of demons because they're in your family. These are things you may not even know a lot about your family, you know, but in order for you to earn those stripes, you have to battle. Every level, you have to battle a new devil. You know, I've noticed even in the tarot community, and I don't really watch a lot of tarot or pay close attention, but I noticed that every few months, when certain readers are about to, you know, level up, maybe going to 50K subscribers or getting closer to 100K subscribers, all of a sudden there's readers and they start arguing with each other. You know, that's an attack of the enemy, you guys. And not everyone is a seer and can see it, but I can see the strategy. I can see the strategy of the enemy so well. It's like hazing, you know, like every single time someone is about to rank up and they're about to get that more money, more success, more rewards, recognition, anything that's going to bring you happiness and have you in that, you know, have your solar plexus exactly where it needs to be. Your root chakra is balanced. Your money is good. Your family is good. Boom. All of a sudden you have to battle the devil. And I feel like once you understand that that's just part of the game, you won't be in a victim consciousness, you know. But going back to this, okay, this is you balancing your feminine and masculine energy. But for some of you, you've been on this journey alone for so long that I do feel like you're going to soon receive like your helpmeet, like that person that's going to come in, love you, adore you. And I feel like a lot of people, you wanted to simply just feel safe to love. you know, with whatever has happened in some people's childhood or in their past or whatever, it hasn't been safe to love because there's been so much toxicity, or you didn't see healthy love or whatever. Everybody wants love. That's what everyone really is fighting for. The enemy is fighting against light beings because their soul is beings. They don't know how, they can't love. They're infatuated with people who can love, right? But if you didn't have certain things, and this seems to be really tapping into childhood, because the emperor and the emperor, that's mom and dad. Love here, and then the Six of Cups. A lot of people, when you look at your past, your childhood, you don't have the best memories. Or even if you do, it could have been the generation before you or several generations back where there has been something in your family or the person that you're connecting with in their family that has transpired, you know, that has just led to a lot of drama, dis-ease, and disharmony. But there is a passionate new beginning that's coming here. The Ace of Wands. And it's something very significant to me about this pentacle. This pentacle, I feel, is going to be set in your lap. It was always meant to be, but I feel like you're being given this. Your ancestors, especially from my divine feminists, you guys, you have feminine ancestors now, passed on loved ones. They want you to have this gift of having passion in your life. They're passing the baton to you. Like many of you, you feel like, oh, you know, I'm just going through stuff. You may not recognize it, but you're being crowned. For sure. You're going, this pentacle that started out as something that you were working on as a page, that grew to a Knight of Pentacles, it's going to end up in your lap. And a lot of you just want love. You want family. You want financial stability and security, and it's coming to you. Some of you will have a partner that you will be able to build this life with. It's a part of your soul contract. Here it is, the Hierophant. It's a high level of commitment. The Hierophant is someone who is very wise. This is a spiritual leader or teacher. You will be able to talk to the masses about your life. If not that, you will simply be able to be that matriarch in your family, that parental figure, that grandparent who can talk to your kids. And that is what's going to actually shape and shift and change so many things in your bloodline. 1010. Everything is coming full circle. You know, everyone is not meant to be a public figure or to have a platform. But can you imagine simply being able to be that parent or their grandparent, and you can actually teach your kids, your family, to not be in this Five of Wands energy? That's a big deal. And here we have the Ten of Swords. So now we have all of the tens out here. But again, this has nearly broken you to do this. You have to know that there's, I was going to say, you have to know it's something good. And there you have it. There is a reward at the end. Your Two of Cups. Two of Cups, this is your contract. This is you having a good friend. This, for some of you, it's even you just having a very tight relationship with your ancestors, your angels, and your guides. A better relationship with God. The Two of Cups is not always romantic, because not everyone wants that. But for a lot of you, you have a very, very beautiful connection, divinely guided, whether it's with you and someone that's here in this realm or a different, whatever. This is what you're going to receive when all of this is over. But I feel that you had to get to a point of pretty much no return where you could clear out everything to actually allow this. So it has to be a really big deal. Yeah, this is part of your journey. This is the kind of connection that's coming in for some of you that it requires you to turn away from all things karmic. That's the reason why you've been attacked so much. You have to turn away from everything. You have to be fair. You have to be just. You have to detach. You have friends and family. You can't talk to them anymore. They're not on your frequency. They're not a vibrational match. They talk about things. They go places. They do things. It is not in alignment with you. And the sooner that you guys accept that and you stop fighting it, the sooner you will actually get to the things that are for you. You will stop thinking that your life is just cursed. You'll be able to live instead of just existing. But you have to understand how important it is for you to cut things out and start working on mastering yourself for the sake of your ancestors and the family that you are trying to have right now. This is a double mission. Some of you, you are working with those who have already departed. You're in the underworld, and then you still have to maintain your human life. A lot of you, you're shape-shifting. You're human. You know, we're all spiritual beings living a human experience, but it's like 50-50. You're switching between, realms all day, every day. And you have to master this. And that takes a lot. The Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. I feel like, this is feeling depressed, crying over spilled milk. Four of Swords, you need to rest, retreat, rejuvenate, breathe, because you are moving quickly into something brand new, and it is abundance. It's a type of abundance that's going to change your entire life. It's an offer. Here that pentacle is. This pentacle has been following you. And it, over time, if you guys notice, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. 8 here. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Whatever you've been working on, you have that one pentacle that you've been working on. You got that one pentacle in your hand, and then your ancestors, they're trying to give you another pentacle. You've been working on mastering yourself and your life. And finally, now when you put an end to everything, or when God comes in to put an end to the things that you just cannot control, now you're ready to receive that Ace of Pentacles. There was past life karma or just old karma that has to be resolved. And for some of you, it is Queen of Wands. And, I don't mean to give like the Queen of Wands a bad rep. It's just, as readers, we see the Queen of Wands, if they're not in a high vibration, being more of the witch, like the witch or the other one. And it's only because like wands, that's action energy. But I mean, any person can be deceptive and manipulative. All of the elements work together. But the Queen of Wands, fire is passion. Fire is someone getting the job done. Okay, everyone knows how common fire magic or candle magic is. Even the Queen of Wands is here. Some of you in your family, you're battling against a karmic energy in your family, or you've been your family has been cursed by this type of energy, or whatever it is. But for some of you too, you were born with this energy of being like a witch, not a bad witch, but you possess these powers. And so it's like being charmed. When you awaken to that, all of a sudden it's like, I have a reading where I say it's like you're on the hit list of every demon. It's like, oh, wow, you have these powers that have been activated. Everyone is now after you. Because the goal is to tear you down. Because you're a high priestess. You're a high priestess. And look at here, the King of Wands. I wonder why the King of Wands is here. For some of you too, again, this is with the King and the Queen of Wands being out here with the High Priestess in the middle. I feel like there's something here written. Okay, I don't know if this is a karmic relationship that some of you have had, and you're needing to work through this, or if this is the King and Queen of Wands to me can show up as like a karmic relationship, something that's full of passion, but it's not maybe enduring, or it could be twin flames. Okay. I don't know. You're needing to, I feel like this is something karmic, because I see the Hangman here with the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like there was something here. I mean, you could consider it a twin flame, but I mean, some twin flame relationships, they're very karmic, as in they're meant to teach you a lesson. There's a relationship here where a lot was hidden, but I feel like you were forced to enter this period of enlightenment, and you change your perspective about a situation here because of a karmic relationship. This could have been like a past life karmic soulmate. This could have been for some of you your twin flame. But if this is a twin flame, I don't feel like they're quite on your journey with you at this point. But there's some type of change in perspective where you've become awakened, aware, and enlightened, and now you can move forward now with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is single, self-sufficient, abundant. You're secure within yourself. You're enjoying life's luxuries. you're good. Maybe you needed to work on codependency, but here's the King of Pentacles. Okay. Here comes the drama. The King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups. Yeah, there was a very significant relationship here. I feel that it took a toll on you and it made you change everything. It may have caused a lot of delays in your life, but there's a partnership here. And with the High Priestess, that's something that is old, it's ancient. I mean, it goes way, way back. So for some of you, it could have been a relationship. It's been very hard for you to let go of it because in a past life, you and someone, you could have been like a power couple, two people who really took action to get things done. But this person could have sacrificed you with the Hangman being here. You could have sacrificed this person, however it resonates. And I feel like in this lifetime, you were meant to learn the importance of you walking alone. You were meant to learn the importance of you having success and stability and security on your own as the King of Pentacles, right? We already have seen the Queen of Pentacles out here, but this was something that you were meant to do. Also, I'm getting too with this King of Pentacles. For some of you, there's some type of karmic debt that you could be paying due to possibly even a King of Pentacles in your family. The King of Pentacles, a lot of people don't talk about it, but especially for women, you do inherit a lot of karma from your fathers or the forefathers in your family. Some of you may not have realized it, or you have, but in your journey, okay, this is getting deeper. The people that you have attracted have had a lot to do perhaps with a masculine in your family. This masculine in your family, depending on how far back this goes, this person could have been all about money. This person could have been the type of person who, had a lot of different women or something like that. And the karma that this person or these persons have created could have possibly led to you forming contracts with people that were very, very karmic in nature. Girls tend to date men like their fathers, and let's be honest, not everyone has a healthy father figure. So you get in a lot of karmic relationships that are very much like you dating that person in your family that's very karmic. Pretty much everything in your life is staged as anything karmic. It's a representation of something already in your family or in your life. It's there for you to learn or for you to clear that karma out. I just feel that this is a younger woman. This King of Pentacles, sometimes it's like the dad. Okay, and here's the Page of Pentacles. Once again, this could be the missing piece too. For some of you, that you're paying karma for something that has happened, of course, in your family. From those forefathers, or some of you could have had it could have been a man or a woman, someone in your family, due to their ways, we'll say, karmic ways. Somebody could have cursed your entire family. These hexes and curses, you guys, they're coming out, but it's that missing piece of that tangible thing that you need to be able to move forward and see that, okay, as a Nine of Pentacles, now that you figure something out, now you get to go towards the Ten of Pentacles. But there's some karmic debts here that you had to pay. And I feel that a lot of you now, you will actually receive a King of Cups. You'll receive a person or more people in your life who they really, really love you. And you're going to feel free to manifest. Because look, the Seven of Swords is here with the Justice. Justice is being called on the situations that have been put in your life as part of a strategy to keep you stuck, to keep you blocked, so that you would not be passionate about going towards the Nine of Cups. And here, look, you have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. These are endings. 3 nines. You could be seeing 999. You could be seeing 10, 10, 10 on the clock. Okay, there's 3 10s out here, and then the Wheel of Fortune is also card number 10. Okay, so there was some type of big karmic blockage that has been here. And for some of you, it's affecting many different areas of your life. It dates back, because we've seen 3 or 4 10s. This dates back, 3 or 4 generations. Yeah, I feel that maybe you always had a lot of struggles with codependency of being alone. And now that you're clearing away this karma, you're finally getting to a place where you're okay with being alone. But God is saying, like, no, you're going to be rewarded for being strong. But this strength card to me right now, yeah, the strength and the Queen of Swords, you had to face something head on. You have to tell someone, like, hey, I know that it's you that has been blocking me. And for some of you, this isn't a person, or for some, this person, they may not even be alive anymore, but it's almost like this beast, this entity that has been created because of karma. One of my I guess you could say, like, spiritual mentors told me one time, as I was really working a lot on my own accountability. And that's why I talk about accountability and forgiveness so much on the channel, because I really hate the whole victim mentality. Your pain can manifest into an entity outside of you. Listen to me again. Your pain can manifest and become an entity outside of you that will battle you. Some people, your pain, it runs so deep. And you wonder, why is it that every time you go to the next level, you're battling a devil? That devil is not always someone else. That devil is a pain that has manifested outside of you, and it's fighting you. I've talked about this so many times on the channel, where Five of Pentacles here, that